today. Come on in, we're gonna get crafty. We are going to make something a little wintry today to help transition from your Christmas decor coming down and everything looking empty. We need to fill the spaces, right? So we're gonna fill it with some fun, a fun little winter craft. And you can make this at a larger scale or a smaller scale even if you want to, okay? So come on in, the text message is on its way out. I'm Christy with Christy's Craft Room.
I'm not.
That is my husband, Tim. He is sending out the text message right now for y'all. And we're gonna get crafty, y'all. We have some fun, a really fun technique that I figured out for this craft using this frosted glass. We're gonna use this today. And we're not gonna use it in a way that you are probably thinking we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it in a very, very different way. So we'll get to that, and I'll explain all that when we get to that step. But first of all, I wanna say hi to some of our friends that are popping in here. Hello, Miss Amanda, how are you? Hello, Joanne and Teresa. Hello, Linda and Miss Patty from Tennessee. Hello, Miss Lavada and Dawn. Hello, Tinda Marie. Oh, Tinda Marie, I like. Tina Marie. I don't know where I got the D from. Tina Marie, I like your name. Hello, Miss Lynn. Oh, shoot. Tim may need to step out for a moment because he has something in my office on the table that he needs. Almost forgot about that today. Hello, Miss Sherry. Hello, Miss Sandy and Shelly. Hello, Miss Cindy. Hey, Chris and Crystal. Hello, Kimberly and Renee. Hello, Miss Patty. All right, guys, we are going to get crafty.
Desk?
On the table in my office. It's blue, and it has some red on it. Let me show you what we're gonna use while he is away. We are gonna use the frosted glass. This is totally an optional. You may have what you want to use for this craft. You may not need this, but it's a fun little technique to change something up to make it look the way I want it to look. So that's why I'm gonna use this today.
That's right, I gotta wear this, don't I?
I've got some chalk paint. I've got some folk art antique wax. I've got some ribbon. I'll probably only use one piece of ribbon, but I just grabbed a variety of like creams and whites. I'm not really sure for sure which color I want to, yes, which color I want to go yet. I have a little bit of greenery here, just some greenery. This is the greenery itself is kind of a fun little tip. If you want little pieces of greenery like this to add to different little smaller crafts, then you can go and get, this was much, much longer, okay? I bought this probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's a garland and it has all these little pieces that just pop off, and it gives you a gazillion little mini pieces of greenery, and you buy it when it's on sale, and it's a lot less expensive than buying all the little individual greeneries, okay? A good bargain budget shopping trick. And then I have a bunch of buttons, and I'm gonna tell you where I got all these buttons in a minute. And then I have, whoops, a surface that I got at Hobby Lobby from the woodpile section for $4.99. Regular price, but of course I got it when it was on sale, right? The bow maker, we'll be using that for our little bow today. But Tim has walked back in, you all. Tim is back in here, and Tim, I don't know, do we call it the walk, like the walk of shame?
This is the walk of shame.
This is especially
today.
Especially today. Today's probably the worst day because he would much rather be wearing something else to celebrate. But Tim owes a little debt.
I lost a bet.
He's got a little debt to pay to our good old friend Lynn here, and we can say this is all Lynn's fault. If you've been here for a minute, you know we always say it's Lynn's fault. Everything, we just blame it on Lynn, because why not? Because Lynn's a good sport, and Lynn takes it really, really well. So
she gives it out as well as she
Lynn gives it out as well as she takes it. So Lynn put out a little wager a couple weeks ago to Tim, when her good old team, the Buffalo Bills, were playing the Lions, okay? The Lions have been doing really good this year, okay? We're used to them losing in the past, but you know, they've kind of turned a new leaf and they're doing well. Well, The wager was, you want to come tell them what the wager was, Tim? We're going to get back to crafting in just a moment, but we've got to take a moment for this, okay? Lynn, you're still here, right? Lynn, let us know if you're still here. Get ready to screenshot this one, girlfriend, and then you can save it forever. All right, Tim, come on in. Come on in. Look at Tim. Look at Tim supporting the Buffalo Bills. Look at Tim being a big old fan of the Buffalo Bills today. Yeah, there's Miss Lynn. So, what was the bet? What was the wager that you bravely put out there?
Yeah, if the Buffalo Bills won against my Lions, I would wear a Buffalo Bills shirt.
On Alive.
So,
and what was Lynn going to do if the Lions won? Because Lynn was willing to take one for the team too.
She was going to have to get a Detroit Lions shirt and wear it to work.
She was going to have to wear it to work and take a selfie in it at work to prove she wore it to work.
Yeah, so.
But Tim doesn't have to take a selfie to prove it because y'all get to see it right here live on Facebook.
This is not my proudest moment.
It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful. The color, you know, it's not that far off of a blue from the Lions blue.
It is nowhere close to Honolulu blue.
But it's still in the blue family. The red and the buffalo. It is still an animal. It's still an animal.
Yes,
Buffaloes
but our animal
cute
eats this
too.
animal.
Well, not that
Just
night
saying.
they didn't. Not on the football field that night they didn't, did they? So yeah, Tim is sporting his Buffalo Bills shirt today to pay up on his bet. Teresa says, maybe this will brighten Tim's day. Google googly eyes in Bend, Oregon, and read about what is happening around town with googly eyes. You will like it.
Yes. Okay. The Lions did win last night.
They did. They won last night.
When we played the Bills a couple weeks ago,
yes,
we lost.
We had to wait. We had to order the shirt. He wasn't going to get the shirt until he knew he had to wear the shirt. So after the game, he ordered the shirt. Well, then Christmas and all the like crazy, the last couple weeks of the holidays have been a little crazy.
Our Lions, my Lions cinched the division. Not the division.
They're number one.
They cinched the first seed, so they get a bye next week. They ain't got to play.
But they do lead the division, don't they? Also,
yes, they lead the division.
They lead the division as well.
But 2 weeks is divisions, so their conference. I don't remember.
I don't know, but they just did good, and we.
I don't know because we ain't never been there.
It was an exciting game. It was fun.
It was a great game last night.
It was fun. We stayed up late. I yelled at the TV a lot, y'all. A lot. Sorry,
y'all.
Grab a button.
Okay. I love watching sports. But I know no matter how loud I yell or what I yell, they can't hear me. I know that.
Yeah. Somebody
else doesn't.
I tend to express to myself to the TV a lot while they are. I tend to express myself to the TV a lot while they're playing. I just.
Oh my gosh, does she ever?
I do.
Oh yes, let's talk about that Chiefs game yesterday. That was taken off a CBS mid third quarter. Yeah, let's talk about that one. You know what?
Let's not.
They did pull. They were playing all second and third string people yesterday. I get it.
Yeah.
Because it was non-consequential for that game was non-consequential for them. So I understand it all. But if the tables were reversed and Kansas City was beating the tar out of somebody like that, they would keep it going. They wouldn't change it off to the Steelers game.
Oh, yep. Okay. I feel like talking sports can
it's getting right up there with politics and religion.
It can get right up there with politics. It can.
Oh, yes. Wow, they're all saying you should have heard them yesterday. Lila Lynn and...
There were some goofy things. I mean, I can't say I don't play the sport and I don't have the pressure of all that happening in the moment. It's so easy to be a armchair quarterback, right? And be like, you should have done this, you should have done that. But there are a couple goofy things, and I'm like, what were you thinking? You know. Thankfully, they kept it going. What I was happy to see, and some of y'all are like, stop talking sports. I don't care about sports. I care about crafting. But what was kind of cool to see was that our defense, did a really good job. They supported that game and helped carry that game, where that maybe wasn't the case the last couple games. Definitely wasn't the case in the Bills game. Our defense had a bad day that day. So it was nice to see.
Our offense had a bad day too.
Them back up, yeah, they did. But it was nice to see the defense. The offense was having some goofies, and the defense was saving it for them. So it was good. It was all good. It was fun. It was all good. Donna said her Bears beat the Packers. Whoop, whoop. The Bears finally won, Renee said. Awesome. Yeah, so sports can be fun. I don't like all sports. I do enjoy watching football. I don't know why. Maybe because my boys played football throughout the years, and that could be part of it. But I do enjoy football. All right, so my surface that I got from Hobby Lobby is like this little like shiplappy board. I stained it with some antique wax. I'm gonna make sure it's dry. Then we're gonna put just a little bit of white on it. Not a lot, just a little bit. Carol said it got pretty loud in her house the first half. Yeah, the second half was a little quieter. Yeah, once we got like closer to the end of the second half, there was a little bit more confidence of like, okay, we're not gonna lose this, right? We've got this, we've got this. But that first half, it was a little bit of like, whew. Little touchy.
If I remember correctly, the Vikings play the Rams next week, and the winner of that game we face the week after.
There goes my cup of paint.
So chances are we're going to see the Vikings again in 2 weeks.
Or my cup of glue. Yeah.
So.
All right. So what are we making? We are making a winter craft. We are going to make like a little button wreath. Okay, I've got all these buttons, y'all. I got buttons for days. I just grabbed a bunch of like white and cream buttons. But if I need more buttons, hold on. I've got more buttons because all my ladies from our live event collected buttons and gifted me. This one's not as heavy. They gifted me jars of buttons. There's even more than this. There's more floating around in little jars here too. So these are all buttons that were gifted me. So I went through and I picked out a bunch of white ones. I picked out big ones, I picked out little ones, I picked out thin ones, I picked out thick ones. I even found some snowflake ones. Where'd my snowflake ones go? Oh no. Oh no.
Right there, aren't they?
No, oh, these ones. These are the ones that I think I'm going to use today. These ones have buffalo check on them on one side, but I don't know, you guys might have to help me decide. I may end up painting the backs white and use them as white because I'm kind of going with the white theme. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So those are there, and I've got all kinds of buttons. But first we got to finish our surface and get that ready, okay? Let me get my white paint. I got my white paint, and I think the way I'm going to do this, I think I might use the scraper and just add a little bit of scraped paint, kind of give it like a little bit of a chippy kind of look, is what I'm thinking. Beth says, oh, I need buttons. Beth, I said, oh, I need buttons. And these ladies got me buttons. Because I was like, I need more buttons. I need to restock my button stash. And they showed up at the live event with some serious buttonage for me.
Chrissy?
Huh?
Where's the texting number? Oh, there it is.
It's right there. All right, so I'm just putting some paint on the back of the little spatula, and I'm just gonna kind of drag it.
Okay, get ready to take a screenshot here. Here's text hello to that number if you want to get a text when we go live.
Yep, you get text messages from us when we go live. I'm starting off with a little bit. It's easier to come back and add more than it is to come back and take some away. So I'm kind of going a little gentle with it. Because I don't want too much white, because I don't want my buttons all getting lost, okay? I don't want to lose all my buttons.
Oh, my son, I don't want to lose it.
Don't want to lose them. I'll go a little heavier around the edges a little bit. It's almost going to look like snow. A little
Crystal
snowy.
says she takes them off old shirts. No need to throw them out.
Yes. Yes. A couple of these had like the little threads and fabric still stuck to the back. I had to chop it off.
Oh, crap.
What? What? What?
Dang it.
What?
I forgot to get to the place.
The place? I don't know what
Yeah.
place. I don't know what place. Did you call the place to schedule the thing? For Wednesday?
No, I didn't do that either.
Oh boy, we need to do that as soon as we're done with the live, before they close. Call the place, call the place.
No, for
Hello,
yeah.
Miss Janet.
Get ready, guys. Yeah, I'll grab some names here in a second. No, to drop my clothes off.
Oh, you got time for that.
Well, no, it's in a big old bag in my truck.
Tim cleaned his closet, y'all. Now it just makes my half of the closet look really bad and messy and overstuffed and overflowing. He cleaned his closet.
Yeah, it's in the ones I'm throwing away. I should have taken the buttons off for you, but I didn't even think of it.
You should have.
Well,
Save those buttons, right?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't.
Well,
All
hello,
right.
Grayson. How are you?
Grayson,
And Happy New Year. Grayson says happy birthday.
Oh.
Or happy birthday.
Okay.
Happy New Year. Sorry.
All right, we have Kimberly Kelly, Linnea Carter, Nancy Klein, Carol Kolazinski, Teresa Whalen Roofer, I hope I said that right, Colleen Logan, Candace Barrett, Katie Zimmerman, Beth Muldoon, and Amy Middleton Hartman.
All right, I think that's good. I think that's good. I don't want too much. I just want a little bit to break up the brown, bring in a little bit of white, a little bit of a chippy paint kind of look, okay? Wish I could get organized. Beth, girl, I'm with you. I'm with you. That is one of my goals this year.
That was one of her goals last year too.
I mean, was it really though? Did I put that into the world? I don't know that I officially put it into the world. But that is one of my goals this year, is to get more organized, to get more planned ahead, so I'm not always last minuting things, because I'm the queen of last minute. Ooh, let's do this. Ooh, let's just do it next week. Yeah. No, I need to get a little bit more planned ahead.
No, Amy, I did not touch her side of the closet, nor will I ever.
He didn't.
I'm a brave man.
He knows better.
Yeah, I may not be a smart man.
Yeah,
but
he definitely knows better.
I know what will unalive me.
He knows better. All right, so what we're gonna do is now we have our surface, okay? We've got our nice little chippy paint surface.
Hi, Miss Sharon. She's watching from New Brunswick, Canada.
Ooh, welcome, girl. We have
friends.
lots of Canadian friends, so you're gonna see lots of other Canadian friends here hanging out with us. So now I'm gonna take the buttons. I'm gonna start with the real big buttons. These ones are like big, chunky, big daddy buttons. Big buttons, right? Okay, I'm gonna kind of start making a circle.
Karen, I don't believe I did.
With the buttons, with the biggest buttons. Just make a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Cindy says she's a big I should give you my procrastination shirt.
Yes, Tim has a shirt that, what does it say, procrastinate? What does your shirt say?
I got a lot of procrastinating done today.
Got a lot of procrastinating done today, right?
Yep. From our friends over at Cotton Chaos.
So I've got a nice little circle going here. I think that's good.
Oh,
with
Miss
some big
Janet
ones.
is a newbie.
Welcome, Miss Janet. Do you want to pop the overhead on for them? Because I think this is a good overhead craft, because there's lots of little pieces. It'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. We definitely need to zoom a little bit, because that's, you can zoom in.
We have a little bit of snow.
Did you hear me?
What?
You can zoom it in a little bit. If
Zoom
you would,
it in?
please. Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind of far
geez.
away. Well, because it's just a small part of the screen, and then the craft is really, really small. So now I'm just going to glue these on. A little bit of hot glue.
Say when.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking at hot glue on my near my fingers. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. Does that look good, guys? Is that better for you? Give you a little bit better, better
Veronica
vision.
says she loves the overhead.
The overhead is fun. We actually haven't used it the last couple lives.
Yeah, we haven't.
Tim's slacking, y'all.
Yep, fire me.
No, I'm definitely not going to do that.
Fire me.
Definitely will not
Send me home
be
for the
doing
day.
that. Nope.
I'll go skiing. I wanted to go skiing yesterday,
Your
but
punishment
it
is
didn't
you
work
have to stay at work.
out. Dang it.
You have to stay at work. Yeah. All right.
Where was that? Oh, Miss Ann is watching from Nova Scotia.
Ooh, do you know Miss Teresa?
Do you know Miss Teresa Steves?
Miss Teresa Steves, she's not far from you.
She is in Nova Scotia.
I mean, I'm guessing Nova Scotia's probably pretty big. And everyone in Nova Scotia probably doesn't know everyone else in Nova Scotia. I don't know, maybe you do though. Maybe you do.
Ooh, so
Canada is a friendly place.
Miss Lori says, how did you like Seven Springs? I live pretty close there. Now we have tons of natural snow. Yeah, I know. I get an email from them every day.
I hear it from Tim every day. Every day. Look, he pulls up it on his phone. He's like always checking the cameras at Seven Springs. He's like, look at all the snow they have. That was all green when we were there. Every day he gives me every day I get the Seven Springs snow report by Tim. Yeah, every day. All right, so that's what we have now. Oh, I forgot the overhead is on. So we've got our, that's kind of cute just on its own like that, but we're gonna add to it, okay? So now we're gonna come in with some of the real little ones, and we're just gonna kind of fill in some of this like empty space here, okay? We're just gonna lay out all of our little buttons. We'll fill in some of the spots, some bigger buttons, some littler buttons, all the buttons, you know. Oh, let's do this. Let's do a little, like two little buttons there.
She says, welcome, Miss Janet, to the craft room, and craft room where Christy will inspire you and make you come back for more.
Ooh, I love when y'all keep coming back for more. Love it, love it, love it. It's boring to craft by myself, y'all. I like having company. We like the company. We like the company when we're crafting. So keep coming back. And if you prefer YouTube, we are also on YouTube. So you can watch over there too. Whatever your viewing pleasure brings you.
Can you scoot the project down a bit? Oh, I was going to say I can move the camera.
I can do that. I can do that. Let's see, a couple more little ones here. That one's a little bit littler than I want. So just play with your buttons, okay? Find the ones that you like. Find the ones that look good in the different spots. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna add a little bit more layers here too. Okay, so this isn't like the final, okay? We're gonna bring in some more, but this just kind of fills in.
Hi, Dawn. Lila says, when can we craft with you live?
Oh, when can we craft with us live?
When can we craft with you live?
Miss Lila, you can come back to the live event in October. Details coming soon. We are going to visit the #1 running space. We're getting ready to go visit them. We've got I think we've got all the contract stuff pretty much figured out, like all the negotiating. So now we're at a place where we can go. We had to take a break for the holidays. So we started this week. I've been talking with them again, kind of working on getting the balls rolling again. And so we will be going to visit soon. I do have a trip next week that I'm going on. So it has to be after that. So it's going to be, I was hoping to maybe be able to announce and have everything finalized by February 1st, but I think it's gonna be more like March 1st because I don't think I'm actually gonna get to the event space to check it out until February. And then when I get back, once it's confirmed, we gotta go through the final contract negotiations, and that takes a week or two, sometimes longer, but usually a week or two.
Yeah.
If things go smoothly. And then we got to get all the tech stuff finalized, and confirmed. So we're working on it to bring it to you as quickly as possible, but stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned.
Sylvia says, do you need to walk, drive, fly from your house? Well, it doesn't matter what we do. We have to do all of them.
Right, we got to at least walk. Yes, we got to walk to the car. No, it will be, we will be, I can say that.
Yes,
we will be flying. We will be flying. Our team will be flying there. Yes. Yes. So that kind of rules out some places, I suppose.
But that doesn't say much because we pretty much fly anywhere more than 100 miles.
Yeah. True.
Well,
there's a lot of places that are in flying distance from us. A lot. But if it all works out, which I'm hoping and praying it does, y'all, It's gonna be
Costa Rica, here we go!
no. Don't be all getting their hopes up.
Yeah, we're not going to Costa Rica.
Someone's be like, oh, I live in Costa Rica. They're coming to me. And we're like, nope, sorry, never mind. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, we're excited.
And at some point in the year, yes, it's warm there.
We're not telling you what point or how many points of the year. Hey, Lynn, I would love to come to Massachusetts, but I feel like they would run me out of their town because I can't even, or their state, because I can't even say the name. I think I'd be booed right out of there. I'd be like, come to Massachusetts! And they're gonna be like, you need to go, woman, because you can't even speak our name of our state. But I do have some really great ideas for the event, sure, if we ever do it in Massachusetts. I'll let you guess and get your creative mind going, because we're all creatives here, so I think you can get creative thinking of what would be on that shirt.
Well, the way you were doing that, it made it look like boobs. Because you'll guess what's on the shirt.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, it wouldn't be that. Oh my gosh. Ann says, LON, when the live is there, LOL, I'm not. Yeah, someone would be like, I don't want to hear her say the name of the state that many times. Could you imagine how many times that happened? How many times when we announce the state that we're going to or the city that we're going to, how many times we say that from the time that we announce until the time that we get there?
Oh.
Facebook would probably boot me off.
Definitely.
Be like, you use that word. We don't usually mind that word too much here, but girl, you say it too much. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You are done.
Yeah.
Done. Reggie says, if I'm able to drive to where your live meet and greet will be, I will be there this year. Last year I went to Waco, Texas to meet Barb Lewis from Shabby Tree. Oh, fun. And this year I'll be at Christie's Craft Room. Awesome. I can't tell you.
Says, come back to Pennsylvania and Tim can check out Seven Springs in the summer. I can't ski in the summer.
He just wants to ski there, girl. It is beautiful, though.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's Pennsylvania. We've been to Pennsylvania in the, like, warmer weather, and it is beautiful. And we've driven through it many times in the summer. It is beautiful. It is. Yeah. Soon. But next week I'm going to Palm Springs. So be watching for little updates from there. Next week I'm going to meet my mastermind ladies for my mastermind group for some awesome trainings and working on our businesses and all the things next week. So there'll be lots of planning happening next week. We're kind of working on, I'm kind of working on, and I'll continue working on it there. It's just kind of working on like what's to come this year. All the things. What are the big things we're going to do? What are the little things we're going to do?
Chris says I can ski at her house.
Oh, okay, make sure I didn't miss any.
You got snow?
All right. Yeah, we don't got snow. I know, I was talking to Stacy with Wilshire Collection earlier today, and she's like, is it snowing? It's snowing. There's snow flurries out there. I'm like, yeah, we have flurries here too. That's it. We live in Michigan. I think Michigan forgot that we're supposed to have snow. No, they didn't forget the cold part of it.
Yeah, they got the cold.
It feels like earlier, like an hour ago, I looked at it and said it feels like 6 degrees.
Hey, Suzanne.
So there's where we are.
I'm going to grab some more names here in a second.
Before we go any further, I'm going to show you a little technique using this frosted glass.
Oh,
okay.
Christine says, Christy, stop. Change the subject. You'll give out a clue.
I know, right? I probably will, because I'm terrible at giving out clues by accident.
She is.
Okay, we did give a clue to the VIP group last week by accident in a video. I don't know how many of y'all picked up on that clue? The VIP members here. Did y'all pick up on that clue? Do you know what the actual clue was that we were like, oh? Did you figure out? Tell us if you figured that out, okay? But remember I showed you that we're gonna use some of this greenery? Look how bright. This is like summer greenery. This isn't like winter. This is like, oh, I'm so bright and healthy and voluptuous for summer, right? Doesn't it look summery? It's so bright, vibrant green, right? I wanted a little...
Since when do you... Okay, I could be wrong. It's been known to happen.
Yeah.
But since when is voluptuous used to describe
It's voluptuous. It's all stuck in my hair now.
plants? I could be wrong.
Oh shoot! Hold on. It was like a lei. I was gonna like put it on like not a lei. Well, like a lei, but also like a scarf. Like a scarf. That's not the word I was looking for. Yeah, scarf, I guess. Like a shawl. I don't know. Anyways, y'all, I digress.
Quite often.
It's very green and bright and summery feeling, okay? I wanted it to be a little softer. I wanted it to be a little muted. I was like, I kind of wanted it to be like frosted. And then I got an idea. I'm like, ooh, frosted. This frosted glass adds like a frosty glaze onto glass. I'm like, if it sticks to glass, it'll stick to plastic, right? Right?
See, they all say I'm right. That word is not used for plants.
Voluptuous? Is that the word? Yeah, voluptuous.
A boa.
A boa, that's what I was thinking, a boa. Thank you.
That would be
okay.
Renee Apostle.
It's summery feeling, okay? Summery feeling. So, I decided it needed to be a little frosted. I'm like, ooh, I got the frosted glass. Ooh, I can frost it. And ooh, okay? So what I did was I took a little barbecue skewer and I cut the end off of it. I'm not gonna show you the finished product yet, but I just cut the end off and I stuck the little pointy end in there.
Can see You doofus.
I was looking at the top screen. I stuck it in the bottom and I stuck it into a box because I didn't want to go outside because it feels
I guess
like
so much for not wanting to show them, huh?
it feels like it's too late. I see it. It feels like 6 degrees out, and you can't use stuff like this outside when it's 6 degrees. So I went out into the workshop area where it's larger and there's good ventilation. So you can do it in your garage, maybe. Okay. But look at the difference from. Let me just grab these here. From this to this. Okay. Tell me which one. Tell me which one feels more wintry, right? Does this not have a more winter feel? So if you've got some bright greenery that you want to tone down a little bit, and you happen to have some frosted glass in your craft room like me, or you can buy it for like $5-6 in the little paint section at the stores.
I think they sell the smaller ones that are the half cans.
You can buy the little ones. You can frost your greenery. Frost your greenery and make it more wintry. Like, who would have thunked? Who would have thunked, y'all? I would have thunked. I thunked. Okay, maybe no one else would have thunked that, but that's why I'm here to thunk for you, okay? I'll thunk it for you. I'll thunk it. So, I want to add...
Guys, I can't even. I can't even.
He gets to live with me, isn't he lucky? He gets to hear these thoughts come out of my brain
These
like this.
Christyisms.
Okay, so I'm going to cut some little pieces. I just want some little pieces. Some little pieces that are gonna kind of like poke out, add a little bit of greenery to our little,
Okay. All right, somebody said something about Gaylord and snow. Yeah, I've been watching that too because Boyne is right up there.
They have a lot of snow?
They got a lot of snow. They got a lot of natural snow. I think we might have a Boyne trip one weekend coming up.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
All right, I got to get names here.
You get those names, man.
We have Kimberly Kelly, Chris Haas, Shelly Combs Carter, Jerry Hubbard Pennell, Tara Risto, Janet Idziak, Suzanne Raymond, Sylvia Torres Kagoy, Sherry Paulson, and Christine Muth.
Someone said love that spray. Yes, I love the spray too, and it lasts you forever. Oh yeah, Reggie says I have the can from when you all did the mason jar for 4th of July, I believe, when you made the outdoor lanterns. Yes, VIP members, this is exactly what we used for the mason jars. And if y'all remember, I used this on my very, very first ever, I don't think it's the same can. I think I bought a new can a while ago.
No, it's probably the same can.
I think I used that up, but I know it's at least 2 years old, this can. But y'all, it lasts like darn near forever if you keep it stored properly, okay? It'll last you a long time and it goes a really, really long way. So even if you get it just for a little, one singular little craft, you can use it again in the future, okay? So don't worry about like, oh, just for that one craft.
Sherry says, I need more info. Girl needs to plan. Well, plan.
You'll have time to plan, I promise you. I promise you, okay? Which Cheryl?
Sherry.
Sherry. Oh, there's a Sherry. Oh, Sherry, you're in the VIP group. You will get information before anybody else, and you will get time. Just know, yeah, you'll get time. We'll make sure you're good.
Nope, we're gonna tell everybody but her.
You'll know before, you're in the VIP group, you'll know before anybody else. Okay, so I'm thinking that. Now you're gonna be like, you can see all your little stems. Yes, you can see all the little stems. We will be covering the stems, okay? So don't worry about that. I'm just worried I got too many. I think I want this one to come kind of inward and then this one to go like outward. Maybe a little bit more like right there. Yes, I think I like that. So just play with it. Kind of move them around. Figure out what you like where, how you want them to be placed. I might do one more little one kind of coming out the side over here.
Sherry says, okay, tell me first before anyone else.
Well, I can't promise that, but you'll be, when the rest of the VIP finds out, you'll find out for sure.
And Lynn wants to know what coast. It's the northwest, east, south coast.
Or it's not on a coast. You never know. It could be upper, it could be lower, it could be lefter, it could be righter, it could be centerer. It could be any of the coasters. I know that means.
What the ham sandwich are you saying?
Listen, if you're gonna hang out around here, you gotta learn to read between the lines and learn that half of what comes out of my mouth doesn't make any sense, but we always make pretty crafts.
Half?
Half?
That's it?
Half of it makes sense. To my lady friends here. Some of the men might not understand half of the other things I say. Y'all, speaking of lady friends. So I had to go to my lady friend. Well, one of my lady friend appointments today. I had to go get my girls checked, okay? I had to go get my girls. I had to go for my annual mammogram, okay? That is the most awkward thing ever. This lady actually was very great. This lady was amazing, okay? I go to my other lady girl appointment. That's coming. But, aren't they just lovely? Isn't it wonderful being a woman? Don't you just love it? Men, plug your ears, okay? Or stay and listen. You might be entertained. I'm gonna share a story with y'all. Can I share my mammogram appointment? Y'all, I went for this one. Okay, listen, we all gotta do it. We gotta talk about it. If you haven't done it, go do it. Apparently now you gotta do it every year. I didn't think you had to do it every year, but now they're like, yeah, you gotta do it every year, girl. I'm like, oh, okay.
Is that what they told you at the thing?
I went last year. And when I went for my annual checkup visit at my regular doctor, he's like, you gotta go get the girls checked. He didn't say it like that, but I translated it to, you gotta go get the girls checked. He said, you gotta go get your mammogram. I heard it as, you gotta go get your girls checked. So I went to get my girls checked. No, what she heard was,
you gotta go get your girls smashed.
So, all right, I got all my greenery in here. I think it's all, every once in a while just pick it up and tip it over and you know if you missed any pieces, gluing them on. Okay, so there's how we're looking cute already. Now I'm gonna come in and layer some more buttons on top, and we are going to kind of cover the little stems from showing, okay? So I've got some kind of fun buttons that I kind of saved. This one's like a fun little, if y'all might recognize some of these buttons, because these are all from you ladies. That came to our live event last year.
Linnea has a good, you ever saw your own dictionary and come up with sayings? Just me and you would do awesome together, because my late husband would always tell me that my words that come up with, he would make in a dictionary and publish it one day because of all the crazy words she says. Right?
I know, like something, you know?
Yeah, we should.
Most people understand what I'm saying. They just look at me a little funny, but they know what I mean. They know what I mean.
Hi, Katrina.
So, let me tell you my mammogram story, okay? This is a kind of a funny story, okay? See if I can remember all the details, because this was a long time ago. My memory ain't what it used to be.
Your memories aren't what they used to be?
My memories ain't what they used to be. So, I went for a mammogram, y'all, one time. And, like, the lady today, she was super gentle. She was, like, you know, she was careful of okay, we all know it's not the most comfortable thing. I'm gonna pause crafting here for a moment because this story is the story, okay? If you don't like stories and you don't like a lot of talking, then we may not be the page for you, and that's okay. You don't have to stay if you don't want to, but that's what we do here. Y'all, and some of you might have heard this story before. So I went for this appointment, and you know, it's awkward enough. You gotta take everything off, you gotta put on this little shirt, and everything's free willy flapping around, right? Okay.
Free willy flapping.
So then they come in and we know they squish it this way and they squish it this way and they squish it this way and they do all the things, right? Well, this lady, normally, you know, when you've had some babies and you've nursed some babies they're not like they used to be, right? And they need a little support, okay, and a little help, right? Well, when they put you up on the shelf, okay, and they squish you in the shelf, they had to put you in there, right? They just grab you and they're just all hands on. They're not like, they don't even ask. They're like, may I touch? No, they just bloop, put it on. They lift her up, they stick her on, they adjust her, they push you, the rest of you out that doesn't need to be in there, right? They get the arm, you know, all the arm chunk, you know, the little, you know, the little skin, the little bloop bloop, your little chicken wings. They make sure those aren't in the way. All the things, God. Right? Okay? They stick her in there. They squish her. Okay? Well, normally they're like, okay, either one of two things. Either they come over, they open it up, and they like remove her the same way they placed her, right? Or they say, okay, you can step back now, and it gives you the opportunity to safely remove her, okay? Well, this lady didn't, okay? She literally kind of motioned me back, and before I could even do anything, there she goes, slap. And I think they heard it down the hallway. She just fell to the floor. The whole room, I think, shook. And y'all know what I mean, right? Because if you hold them up here and you go, oh, what's gonna happen, right? You could take a knee out. You could take a knee. You could blow a hip, right? Right?
Oh my God.
Listen. It's a fact. It's a beautiful thing, our saggy bodies that birthed our children and fed our children, okay? It just makes them more squishy and lovable, right? Y'all, so if you are a mammogram technician out there, or you know one, make sure you remove them as gently as you place them. Because some of us aren't prepared to know that you're gonna just let them fly, okay? The lady today was very much like, you can step back now. You can remove and step back. I'm like, okay, I will remove and I will step back. You laugh, but there's so much truth. Is there truth? Show me some hearts if there's truth to this. Have any of you ever experienced the slap? The letdown. It's a whole different letdown. It's not the letdown you had when you were nursing your babies. It's a whole different letdown. Might be TMI for some. If you're like, oh, this girl, I can't with her, we might not be the page for you.
Lots of hearts.
Yeah, they're rough, aren't they? They're rough. Okay, I'm gonna start gluing some of these and then layer them in. Oh wait, I gotta cover that spot. Let me get back
to this. Crystal says, I told my gynecologist that I would do a mammogram if he put his his parts in there and private parts in there to do it. The nurse's jaw dropped to the floor.
I will say, maybe this is a sign. Like, I was so scared the first time I had to go get one. So if you are young and you've never had one and you're like at the age where you now need to go get one, okay, I'm gonna start crafting again. So sorry if we lost anyone, because why ain't you crafting, girl? That's okay. We're crafting now. You can stay now. But I was always afraid. I was like, there people talk about how bad it hurts and how much it pinches and all the things, and I was like terrified. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm not up for this. Like, I'm not prepared for this. So I went and I was so nervous. But y'all, it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I think it's like a rite of passage to terrify the young women in your life about how oh shoot, I need it quickly, a glue stick, because I want to put this one up underneath this one to level it out. We're gonna, hold on y'all. I'm focusing on the craft for 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. That one was just, the button was kind of leaning a little bit, so I wanted to kind of stick a little button between this one and this one to level it out a little bit. I'll get rid of the extra glue webs after it sets. But it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think it's a rite of passage of like terrifying the younger generation of how bad it's gonna be. Oh, a G cup and it hurts. I guess. I'm like, either maybe like mine are just very squishy and I don't feel it as much, but it was not nearly as bad. Not nearly as bad. So maybe those breastfeeding those 4 babies and having those 4 babies was beneficial.
I think Nancy has a point too.
What's Nancy's point?
Well, I'm not going to read it.
Oh, I'll read Nancy's point. Beware of where you are in your cycle. Oh, because sometimes they're more sensitive than others. Now that makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Maybe that's why it's, some people are like, oh girl. Okay. Good point. Good point. I will remember that. I had mine smashed and grabbed and poked so much because of being their person they use for accreditation that it doesn't bother me. She's like, girl, just do what you got to do. Just do it. Go for it. Whatever you got to do. It's kind of like when you have a baby. Like, you're so shy and modest with like strangers at first, and by the time you give birth to that baby and you've done giving birth to that baby and then they come in to check you, you're like, whatever, one more person, do what you gotta do. Whatever. Oh, you want to see too? Come on over, you can see too. Right? It's now, kind of like, whatever.
Shannon says her first mammogram was a bit traumatic. She had a young man technician. Ooh. Now see,
that could be uncomfortable. I can see where...
maybe I'm just gonna be a total guy here, but there is no way. If you're a dude, that's one job you ain't doing.
Well,
no,
I mean,
no, I don't care.
You're being very much a man dude right now. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, do. Every single gynecologist I've ever had has been a man.
Well, I don't think they should be either.
Whatever, ignore him. Don't email me. Don't email me. Okay, you can be whatever you want to be. But I can see where it could make some people uncomfortable, and there's women I know that will only go to female doctors for that reason, and that's your choice, and that's your right. And if you are going to be of the opposite gender going into a sensitive profession like that, that is something that you could face. And I'm sure most probably are aware of that. But long day, Miss Sarah. Well, I hope the rest of your day gets a little bit shorter and easier for you and just glides by nice and smoothly for you. All right, I'm almost done. I'm gonna glue this one. I need another one. There's a couple spots where I'm just kind of throwing one in here just as like a spacer to bring up the height so that the top one is a little bit more
Denise
level.
agrees with me.
No, I get it, but you know, someone might just really have a passion for helping people and you don't know their story. You know, maybe their mama or their sister went through something and they just want to help other people who go through those things, and that's why they go in that profession. I don't know. Everyone has their reasons, and I think it's, you do what you want to do. The rest of us will live with it, or we'll just choose a different doctor, right? All right, another little spacer one here. We're making progress, y'all. This is kind of one of those ones that you just kind of got to build it up as you go to get it to what you want it to look like. I need 2 build-up spacer ones there because this button is really thick that I'm overlapping here. All right, let me do one more. You're gonna do yours a little bit different than I'm gonna do mine because you're gonna have different buttons. So work with the buttons you have, lay them out, glue them on in sections. Oops, that one's not glued on. The glue off my fingers. don't know if I like that one though. I think I'm gonna swap that button for that button. Yes. All right, y'all. I think that's my last button. Let's see. I'm done falling off. It's my last one. And I think a lot of times, that's the biggest thing is like when you have a male doctor is they always have a nurse come in the room with you. But with a male tech, do they have a female tech or nurse come in with the male tech? Because usually it's just you and the tech in there. It's not usually multiple people. Like, you know, a lot of places aren't even staffed to have multiple people like that. So that would be the interesting question I would have. I would definitely think that there would have to be someone else in the room. I would, that being uncomfortable, like being only the two people in the room. But like every time I had like my female appointments with a male doctor, they always had the nurse come in with them. So, I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, guys. I'm just looking it over. It is cute. It is cute. It almost like feels, it's wintry, but it's almost feels like it could be left out like really longer than just winter. I do want to put a little bow on it though. So let's pick our bow. Do we want white? White on white? Ivory?
I think I like the ivory.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the ivory a little bit. Kind of feeling the ivory. Hearts for ivory. Thumbs up for white. So tell us in the comments or in the reactions. Heart if you want, if you think we should do ivory. Thumbs up if you think we should do white. I will let you guys decide. I will let you all decide. Yeah, I think you're right, Christine. I think it is required for 2, but usually with the tech situation, I don't know. I guess I've never had for any of those types of appointments. I've always had females.
That's...
Oh, Desiree said my mammogram was scheduled for today, but I rescheduled since we had that nasty winter storm come through. I only have that one that has to be smashed since it has to have the other one. Oh,
since she had the other
one for you. Oh,
yeah, the heart.
I guess that's one perk, one bright side of looking at it. You only got to do, and I mean that in the most sensitive way possible. Clearly, you've been through a lot. Green, the color of the greenery. Oh.
But there's.
What are the reactions showing? It's hearts for ivory.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
go wild, use green, Sharon says. Just go wild, girl, go wild. I don't have a lot of green ribbon. I did buy some green ribbon at Christmas time. Let me see, this one's too big. I don't, especially thin ribbon. I don't really have like this, you know. Let's kind of visualize. How's it gonna look? Oh, green could be good.
Oh, Christine started to transition into Valentine's crafting.
I know, and that's the thing with the green that I'm afraid of, because I do my winter very whites and creams and neutrals, and then I splash in the pinks, and I don't know if the green will feel more Christmassy. That's my fear with going with the green. I think it would look really pretty, but I feel like it might feel more Christmassy. So maybe we'll just go with the ivory. But if you recreate this at home and you love the green, use the green. Okay, use what you.
He says you could use red for Christmas.
You could.
And all the way to Valentine's.
Oh yeah, technically you could. Yes.
So.
Yes, you could. I'm gonna go with cream. I'm gonna use my little easy bow maker to make a little. I think a 3-inch bow. I think 3-inch.
Have a good day, Christine.
I might do 2-inch. I just want it to be little. We're gonna do 2-inch bow. So I'll use the 2-inch. The 2, 4, 6, and 8-inch bow maker. The bow makers are in our shop. They are in our shop. Tim can grab the link for you. Oh, the green would more. You could always do it where you could swap out your bow. Just don't like adhere it permanently. Maybe just put like a little removable sticky dot to hold it, or a little piece of like Velcro. Put a piece of Velcro on one of your buttons, and then Velcro on the back of your ribbon. All right.
Let's see how this works.
We are going to use our Easy Bow Michael. I need a piece to tie off my
There's
bow.
one.
And I'm going to fold this over the bottom here. I'm going to use one of
Have a good day at work, Tammy.
Use one of my clips to hold it into place. I'm going to cut a piece of ribbon. You want a minimum of 9 inches. Sometimes I go a little bit, I think it's 9 inches for the 2-inch. Yeah. Sometimes I go a little bit longer because it gives me a little bit more room to work with, but minimum, if you're like, minimum, that's what you have, you could do a 2-inch bow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I always go just a little bit more. That way it gives me room to like trim my little corners and stuff too. All right, so I'm going to wrap around, because I want the 2, right? So I'm gonna wrap it so it comes through the 2, and I'm gonna wrap it so it comes through the other one that's the same height as the 2, okay? Kind of center it on there.
Hi, Rosemary.
I'm gonna crisscross them. And then see where these little holes are here? We're gonna feed the tails back through that slot that has the holes, okay? So we're gonna feed that back through. Feed that back through. And then we'll just use our little clips to hold our little tails in place, okay? So that's what it looks like. We'll take our little middle clip off, and we're gonna bring this front ribbon to the back. And we're gonna tie a nice snug knot. And if you wanna tie your bow to something, leave your tails, okay? If you're not gonna tie your bow and you're gonna glue it like I'm going to, then you'll cut your tails off, okay? Lori says, I love the bow makers. I love bow makers. Yes, this is so easy to use. And you know how it's hard to get your bows like, you know, the same width and the same size on both sides of your bow? This helps with that.
Oh, Penny says your bow maker is very, very easy. I had to practice, but it's easy as pie now.
It is so easy. I'm so glad you love it. So now we tied that. We cut the little ends off. I'm going to take my little clips off. I'm going to bring these. Now, if you're doing a big bushy bow, what you're going to want to do, like this one, it comes down. But what happens is, and I'm gonna not do this to show you guys what happens if you don't do it. So what you wanna do is these tails, you want to pull them down through your little loop so that they're both coming down in the front. If you don't do it, I'm gonna show you what happens, okay? So did you get what I'm saying? See how this little back piece, you want it to come down from the front here. Sorry, from the front here. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to show you what it's going to look like if I don't do that, okay? And if you forget, not the end of the world, I'm going to show you what you can do. Because what happens is, oh, now we got a tail coming out this side and tail coming out this side, and that's not a very cute bow, right? So that is why you want to bring your tails down through the bow, like so. So you have a bow with both tails hanging down on the same side, okay? I'm going to trim at my ends.
Hold on.
What? Well, sometimes I bring this one down through there too, but the way I had it, it's just coming in the front. But it's fine. It's fine. As long as they're coming down the bottom, that's what matters.
Well, we're glad you can catch us today, Dorothy.
Yeah. Trim this one. That's where I always get mixed up too, is my trimming. Getting my angles both going the same. You know, both angles going the same way, so one's not going this way and one's going that way.
Did you cut your thumb?
No.
Oh.
Did I?
Oh.
I did not.
Miss Natalie was asking.
Oh, no, I didn't. I think they're okay. I think everything's okay. I think I'm okay, y'all. All right. And when you're done with your bow maker, the biggest thing, don't forget to put it back in your little bag. And on the bow maker, save the bag because it's got the tutorial videos. It's got photo instruction video or photo instructions, and it also has video instructions, and then it tells you the minimum ribbon lengths that you need for each size bow, okay? And you can do a 2, 4, 6, or 8-inch bow with this one that I just used. And you can do a 3, 5, or 7-inch bow with the other one. So we've got two versions. If you're only going to get one, I'd get the 2, 4, 6, and 8 because you get more for your buck. You get 4 sizes out of that one. And you can usually make that work. Okay, so just a simple little bow. It's got a cute little bow, And now we're going to decide where we want to put our little bow. And I might trim my ends just a little bit. We want it right now. I think I want it off center just a little bit, like
This girl
that.
says she always dovetails her bows the wrong way.
Oh, yes. Yes, those dovetails.
They'll get you every time.
They'll get ya. They will get ya. Got my little bow. I'm going to trim my little tails a little shorter.
Dorothy says maybe a green button in the middle of the bow.
Oh, a little button. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like that. Little button in the middle of the bow. And you could even, I bet it would be cute to even, I don't know what you would put, but you could put like some little words in the center of your little wreath. Maybe some little scrap. It'd have to be like 3 or 4 letter word. It'd have to be something small, but a little button.
Miss Gina says, what made you think of this craft?
I was trying to think wintry. Right now I'm kind of trying to think like transition winter, Christmas to winter. And I have a million buttons, so I wanted to do something with all these buttons that y'all gave me. Let me see if I have like a light green button. I mean, I'm sure I do.
I'm sure you do.
Too far. I do have a bunch in here. Some of these are mine. Some of these are some that the ladies gifted me.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't like that color.
Nope.
No, I want more like a soft, sagey, mint, not really minty, like a light sagey green. That could be good. It might be too small though. I need slightly bigger.
It needs to be slightly darker.
I don't want to go too dark though, because then I'm trying to keep it neutral.
Don't like that?
No, I don't like that. But if you were making one, you should use that one.
Ooh, Dorothy says joy in the middle of it.
Joy, if you want to go kind of Christmassy, or like if your name is Joy, like a lot of people have the name Joy. My mom's middle name is Joy, so she loves things that have her name.
Oh, you didn't use the snowflakes.
That one could be good. Oh, I didn't use the snowflakes. No, I didn't. Oh, I forgot about the snowflakes. But I'm really liking the neutral, so I don't think I want the buffalo check, but I could. I think where I put these, where they can still space out nicely. We could add, let me paint these white real quick. Y'all, thank you. Y'all, I tell y'all. What would I do without y'all? This is why I don't craft by myself. Y'all help me. Y'all help me remember the things that I say I'm gonna do and then I forget to do them. I'm gonna paint these white. Cause the buffalo check is super cute, and there's more of them that I have that are buffalo check, and I can use those for another craft. But who got me these? Are you here? Did you get me these ones? These little buffalo check. Oh, I always forget that I have this here. The little buffalo check snowflakes. Somebody that came to KCR Live gave me
Patty
those.
says her goal word is joy.
Listen, we always say that around here too. Spread joy. Spread joy. There's not enough joy in the world. Spread joy. We didn't do the joy challenge this year at Christmas time, y'all.
We did not.
We usually challenge y'all to go spread some joy. And we didn't do that this year. We'll have to double it up next holiday season. Next year.
Yeah.
We'll have to go hard or go home.
All right, I'll go home.
Never mind. We'll have to go hard with the spreading joy next year. And we did spread joy, I feel like, but
we did.
We didn't like promote to encourage everyone else to go spread joy. A lot of you do that on your own anyways.
Yeah.
Nice one, Angie. She says, you also forgot to mention where KCR Live is going to be. I know. I forgot my memory, y'all. That darn memory, it just...
Oopsie, you forgot to tell them again?
It gets me every time. I just sand my edges. So I don't even know if you guys will see it and notice it, but I like a little, y'all know I like a little distressing in my crafty life, in my real life too, in all areas of my life.
Yeah.
I like things a little distressed. Just sanding the edges a little bit. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Do we like the snowflakes? What do y'all think? Does it add to it? Does it take it away? So let me hold it up. Snowflakes.
Talk about new releases.
We do have stuff coming soon. So we have snowflakes. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. Hearts for snowflakes. Thumbs up for no snowflakes. What do y'all think?
That's awesome, Tama.
Hearts for snowflakes or thumbs up. I might have done it a little bit differently if I didn't forget them. I might have positioned things a little bit differently. But hearts for yes. Thumbs up for nope, leave it with just the buttons. I mean, the snowflakes are buttons, technically. Oh, it's looking 50-50, y'all. Keep them coming.
Yes.
If you didn't vote yet, make sure you vote. Help us out. We don't have a clear winner as of yet.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The hearts may have an edge, but...
Laura. She says, I have to watch the replay. I was trying to help my sister with her email. Blind leading the blind. At least you're trying. At least you're trying. You can learn it together.
Yeah, it's looking like hearts.
Hearts for yes?
No. Oh,
Wait, were hearts yes? Hearts were yes.
I don't know.
Right? Hearts were yes. See, y'all, I forget everything. Hearts were yes. Buttons, no snowflakes. Sandy says, snowflake on the bow. Oh, do a snowflake on the bow instead. Oh, is it too big? Is it too big? No. I do have these other snowflakes, these little golds and that little gold. I feel like that feels Christmassy.
Yeah.
Once you get the gold in there. Oh, it's kind of 50-50. 50-50. Well. Hearts were yes. Miss Janice says no snowflakes. Okay, yes, everyone's confirming. Hearts were yes. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I would have done it a little bit differently if I didn't forget. I would have laid them out a little bit differently. That's my main reason for leaning to, I think we're gonna not do the snowflakes. If you voted yes, don't hate me. Don't hate me. But I definitely think the little green, I'm gonna trim this little guy because it's getting in the way of my bow. The little green, I think the little green button on the bow is a winner chicken dinner. So we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Let me get my glue webs off of here. And now look, because it's a chunky little sign, it'll stand. Oops. It'll stand. It'll stand if you don't throw it on the table, if you just sit it on the table. But y'all, isn't that cute? How cute. Fun little winter craft. But honestly, I feel like this could stay out for quite some time. You could even have this just kind of out throughout the year. It doesn't really scream winter Christmas to me, but I think it's a fun and will go really well with all of your winter decor. Colleen, she says, LOL, we can never hate me. Thank you. Thank you. Patty says, can't hate you, Christy. I appreciate that. I
Debbie
appreciate
says,
that.
tell us where KCR live will be, and we'll love you.
Oh, a little bribery, huh? A little bribery. I can't blame y'all for trying. Can't blame y'all for trying, you guys. I know you guys are so super patient. I know you're so excited, and I love that you're so excited to hear where it's going to be next year, and I hope you're so excited to come next year. We have so much fun at our live events.
Well, this year. It's now this year.
It is this year now. It is. We don't ever say where it is because sometimes things change. Last year, we thought we knew where it was going to be. We went and visited the space and went, oh no, this is nothing like the pictures. It's nothing like it was described. This is not going to work and be the best place for our event. So we had to go back and revisit. And we ended up with a much better place, but that's why we don't say where it's going to be, because it ended up in a completely different state than we had planned last year. So I'm not Miss Margaret. How many miles is it from you? Y'all gonna be on Google Maps like
more than 10.
Elginak, Michigan.
It's more than 10.
Yes. Yes. October. We are shooting for October. We are shooting for, currently with this location, if it works out for this location, it will be the weekend of the 16th of October, that weekend, 16, 17, 18, whatever it is. And we will have activities earlier in the day on Friday this year if it works out for where we're going to be. That's probably the best I can tell you guys right now without telling you too much. We will have activities Friday through Sunday this year. So it'll be 3 days of activity that you can participate. Sunday will be a very much an optional thing. So if you need to travel home Sunday, don't worry about that. But you would probably want to be there early in the day Friday. You're definitely going to want to be there early in the day Friday.
Yes, Debbie.
For this. Y'all are trying hard. You are trying, and I don't blame you. But I'm going to be gone next week for my meeting. So it'll probably be around November 1st when tickets will go on sale, and it'll be similarly priced to what it was last year. So that can, for those of you that need to plan, it'll kind of give you an idea to kind of at least get that part of it planned. And our room rates are going to actually be, I believe, we ended up actually lower than they were last year. They're lower than the room rates were last year. We negotiated good for these room rates, y'all. When you see what the regular price is.
As long as everything
works out. That's if it's at this location, that's the plan.
So,
okay. Cindy, we always try to do the virtual kits. We always make sure that all the in-person stuff is kind of planned and figured out, but we probably will. We're trying to get some of that stuff in place before we release it so that we can have more of that information for you if there's going to be virtual kits for people that can't come in person. No, it'll be October. It'll be October, the weekend of, no, October, not November. Did I say November? Did I say November? A couple of people said something about November.
Yeah, no, it's October.
October. I probably said the wrong word because I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all know. You got to read between the lines around here.
See, Linz.
Christy and Stacy, time next week. Yes, please. Oh, yes. I will definitely, yeah, Stacy and I, we're looking forward. I was just talking to her today and we're like, we can't wait to hang out next week. So yes, we will give you some Christy and Stacy time next week for sure.
You said tickets available in November.
Oh, that would be March. Sorry. I meant like March 1st. We're shooting for March 1st to be able to do the tickets. Sorry. November. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah. Thank you guys for correcting me. November. I'm just going to shut up because I'm going to say something I'm not supposed to say now.
Yeah.
Tickets will hopefully be on sale March, like around March 1st, okay? And we will have a payment option for you guys, a little bit different than what we had last year. So,
yes,
all right.
The live will be in October.
The tickets will go on sale in March.
Ish.
Yes, that way gives you guys time to plan it. It gives us time to plan it and, you know, confirm how many people and all the things for you guys. So, all right, guys, we are gonna hop off of here before I say something.
Too much.
I know, before I say something I'm not supposed to say. We love you guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay warm. A lot of y'all are not used to these cold, snowy days, and